Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley and today I'm going to be talking to you about the new Urban Decay Heavy Metals palette. I had not intended to buy this. I didn't think that I needed it, and for $55 I thought that I would pass. But then Ulta, being Ulta, sent me a 20% off coupon in an email, so I bought it, as you can see, and I'm really excited to kind of break into it. I've seen a couple of videos with swatches on YouTube, and the more of them that I saw, the more excited that I got for it. So this is Urban Decay's Holiday Palette. They're all metallic shadows that comes in this really kind of fun purple cardboard box. Sorry, I was just that entranced with the packaging. And according to Urban Decay, these are a new formula and they are new colors. So that is really, really exciting when you open it up. This beauty comes out to greet you. It is super reflective and it is really, really pretty. It's got this kind of crumpled sort of design on it. And it's really neat. I don't own anything that looks anything like this. So it's really, really cool. And then the palette actually slides out like this. So definitely be careful. It does seem to lock in, so it's not going to just slide out on its own. Although with regular use, I have a feeling that it's not going to be quite as secure as maybe it is when you first get it. But when you slide it out, it looks like this. So definitely a very different sort of design than probably anything else that you have. So the mirror is here in the center. I'm trying to do this without blinding you because I've got my windows are behind the camera there, so that's where I get all of my lighting from. So trying really hard not to blind you. But on one side, you have these lovely sort of, I'm going to call them neutral wearable shades, since they are completely metallic and glittery and fun. And then on the other side, we have all of the fun, bright colors there. So I'm very excited to show you this look that I got today. I'm doing a green and gold smoky eye. I think it turned out really, really well. So I'm very excited for that. So let me go ahead and show you some swatches, and then we'll go ahead and jump into the eye look. Okay, so starting with the more wearable side, and starting from the outermost row, we have Acoustic, we have Maiden, we have Angel Fire, we have Starfire, and we have Glory. And then on the inner side, we have, let's see if I can do this without being blocking. We have Scream, Roadie, After Party, Demo, and then Base. And then on the more colorful side, again starting with the outermost row, we have we've got Twisted, Mullet, Metalhead, Spandex, and Ground. And then on the inner side, we have Glam Rock, we have Amp, Punk Rock, Dive, and Aluminum. Okay, so I have you zoomed in nice and closely so that you can see my eyes, and I'm going to start with my Smashbox eyeshadow primer. This is probably one of my favorite eyeshadow primers. I am actually almost out of it. Okay, now because this is an all shimmer palette, it is basically an accompanying palette. So I'm actually going to dip into my Tarte Clay Play palette just for a couple of much needed mattes. So I'm gonna first start with, let's see if I can do this without blinding you, with this matte color here in the shade Solstice, just to set down that primer that we just put on. Get a nice soft canvas for everything. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm also going to dip into, I think, Journey, which is this color right here, and put that up in the crease. Again, we're just using this as a transition color. Now, if you don't have this palette, honestly, any similar type of palette will work. I'm just using this for the mattes. So things like the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. e.l.f. has a Matte About Mattes that would work real well. So just anything that you have in your collection. Okay, that looks good. All right, and then of course, the star of the show. Oh, yeah, totally see my camera there. I'm so excited to use this. I think what I want to do is go with a green and gold halo eye. I think that would be really, really pretty. So I am going to actually put some of these shadows up in my crease as well. That's not something that I typically do, but we have the palette here, so why don't we use it? So let's go ahead and take this shade right here on the end, Base. We're gonna put that just into the crease below that transition shade that we've already applied. All right, that looks... Okay, next I'm gonna go ahead and put this green color on the inner and the outer thirds of my eyes, leaving the center blank. This shade is called Mullet right here. Oh, that is so pretty. I love green eyeshadows. I don't know why I'm so obsessed. I've got blue eyes, but green eyeshadows. If there's a palette with green eyeshadow in it, chances are I'm gonna buy it. And this is dry. I haven't wet my brush. I just am going in directly from the palette. These are so pretty. Dang, look at that. All right, so I'm actually gonna go back in with that shade that we used already, Base, because it's getting a little bit lost, and just kind of work everything together. And then again, just a little bit more of that green along these edges here, just to make sure that they stay nice and bright as well. Don't want anything getting lost. Okay, I'm happy with that. And there is just a little bit of fallout. I've already done my foundation. I would say that this is a palette, as with most shimmer palettes, that you'll want to do your eyes first and the rest of your face second. All right, so in the center, I want to go in with this shade right here called Angel Fire. Doesn't seem to be picking up quite as well. May have to go in with my finger instead. Yeah, this one is not picking up quite as well with the brush. So I'm just going to go in with my finger and pat that all over the center. Yeah, that's coming out much better. Oh yeah. That is really, really pretty. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of that green color and clean up the edges, make sure everything blends nicely together. I'm really liking the way that this is looking. Okay, and then with just a clean, fluffy brush, I'm just gonna go in and blend everything up just a little bit. Excellent. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the lower lash line. I'm gonna take that color that we used in our crease from the shade from the Clay Play palette and sweep that just lightly underneath my lash line. And make super weird faces while I do it. Excellent, okay. And then just using a pencil brush, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna mimic what I did on the top lashes. So I'm gonna take that green color and do, smudge it just along the outer and inner thirds. Okay, and then using a clean pencil brush, I'm going to go in and do the same thing with the lighter shade that we used, that Angel Fire, and I'm going to put that just in the center. Or at least I'm going to try to. See if I can get a little bit more in there with my finger. Yeah, that worked. just have to be kind of careful. Alrighty, so I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara and eyeliner off camera, and then I will come back and we will discuss my final thoughts. So I have to say, for originally not having planned on purchasing this palette, I'm really actually quite glad that I did. It's a lot of fun. I think the shadows are really, really pretty. Obviously, it's not something that I'm gonna wear every day. I can't really see myself utilizing this a ton when I go back to work. Maybe some of the shimmery ones on the more natural side. But certainly the brighter, colorful ones are just gonna be for fun, right? But I am really, really glad that I have it in my collection. I think that the look that I did today turned out really, really nicely. So yeah, I think certainly if you are into shimmery, fun shadows, I would say go ahead and pick it up. It's certainly not a revolutionary formula. They're not revolutionary colors. They may be, you know, new and different to the Urban Decay line, but there's certainly ones that I'm sure that there are dupes for out there. So if there are only one or two shades that are really catching your eye, I would be willing to bet that you can probably find something similar. But for those of you that are Urban Decay collectors, or like me, you just really enjoy makeup and you really like fun, sparkly, shimmery colors, I would say go for it. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and if you've enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and certainly subscribe before you leave. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!